Good day, my name is Jerry, and welcome to Kathon's Journey, where I will be showing my journey throughout the Philippines and Asia. My motto is, go ahead and take the risk, no matter what anyone says, as to live an adventure for a fun and fulfilling life. Okay, this is our journey to Boracay here in the Philippines. Now at this time I was living down here in Iloilo City, down here, and we drove up to Roxas City up here, obviously right on the ocean, and then we drove this way over to Boracay. Again, the Roxas City and all that, I'll have another video on that later, but then right here is Boracay. Now Boracay is a pretty small island. You take a ferry, we parked over here, then take a ferry across. It's real quick. It's that, like, 20 minutes, half hour maybe, if that. And it's a pretty small island. You can actually walk across it this way pretty easy, and I walked all the way down to beach because they've got I think they call them stations 1, 2, and 3. I think it goes 1, 2, and 3, and I walked all 3 stations one day when it wasn't bad. So then they have a lot of diving, especially around this side. Now what's kind of interesting on this is that depending on where the wind blowing, and I'll show you more of this later, if the wind's coming from this way, then all the boats and everything's over here. If the wind's really blowing from this way, then everything as far as the tourism is over here. So they're trying to go back and forth. Wherever the wind is, that's where the windsurfers go, and then wherever the wind is not, that's where a lot of people go, or a lot of the boat cruises go. So I'll show you that inside the video. All right, so here we go with the Boracay video. Thanks, bye. This journey takes us to Boracay.
We was there actually on the weekend of my birthday. Right here is just the main beach area. As you see, they did have some surfing, windsurfing out there. Got all these boats that take people out at sunsets. You can get in these boats. I don't know, I think it's like 4 to 8 people in these boats and go out. They just take you down, up and down the beach line, and you can see some windsurfing back there and all the boats that go up and down. This is probably one of the top 5 most famous beaches in the Philippines. It basically has 3 stations, stations 1, 2, and 3. I think station 1 is the furthest one south, and then the middle is 2, and up is 3. You can walk across the island in about 15 minutes, maybe 15-20 minutes if you go to the narrowest part of the island and walk east to west. The north-south is real long. I'm sure it takes a long time to get around there. Don't bring a bike or anything. I left my bike on the mainland. Once you're there, you can rent if you want, although it was extremely expensive to rent. But they have this pass there, this bus pass that you can buy, and basically it was 250 pesos per day, or 350 pesos for 2 days, and you have unlimited on and off of the buses. That takes probably to go around the whole island. It's probably less than a half hour, but again, it's so skinny, so basically 15-20 minutes you can go halfway down the island and back up before they turn around, so it's pretty easy. You see that lighted boat there? They have cruises on there. I think that stays out a little bit longer. We did not go on that. Did ask a little bit about it. So obviously it's a little bit bigger boat and more people, and just to go out for the sunset. So got some great views here. You can take in the views. Here you got one on low tide. Again, now we are facing obviously on the west side of the island, which is the main part of the beach area that everybody goes to. But depending on the wind, if it's coming from the east to the west or from the west to the east, will tell you where the boats are. Like right now, you get very calm winds now you see on this side. Sun's going down, and they're going around the island. So here's Tess on Love the Philippines, little Philippine in the back there. And this is the main strip area as you're walking down, again on the west side of the island. This pretty much has a pretty good nightlife. It's got a lot of restaurants, has a few clubs, a lot of karaoke obviously, and obviously lit up all different colors. the further you go. Now, the more that you get towards the middle, the bigger it is, the more of fancier restaurants, and that towards the middle, station 2, and that. So, but if you're on the low end, beginning of station 1, or on the far end of station 3, it kind of obviously disperses a little bit. So. Now in here I did do some diving. That will be the next video. I'll have 2 videos here. So here's good vibes only, and please come in. So again, they have a lot of restaurants here. Now we did do island hopping on one day, actually 2 days that we were there. The first one we went around and just went to North Beach, goes around. This is where we're going around to the north side right here. They got a few beaches along here. But I think once you get around these cliffs, or maybe we already did, and we also took the, there's a real boat actually, you don't see many of those here. Yeah, down there, oh no, yeah, this right here is the very north side, I believe, the Long Beach side right here. Very nice beach. I did like Chargal better. Now here's another cruise we went on at Crystal Cove. This one had a few stops. We went to Crystal Cove, as indicated there. You can go on the beach. You had to pay more money if you actually wanted to go into Crystal Cove Resort, and I don't remember exactly how much that was. But what did we do? North Beach, Crystal Cove, and Magic Island, and we went snorkeling on Crystal Cove, and not too far from Crystal Cove's Magic Island, and we snorkeled in between there too. So, but again, depending on the wind on the east or west side, most of the boats, if it's not a bad wind, too windy, they'll be on the windy side with light breeze, and then they actually bring you in, depending on or take you out, either bring you in or take you out from the mainland, also based on the wind. All right, so this is actually the other side now, on the east side. Coming in, you see hardly any boats out here. Oh, he crashed it there for some windsurfing, and I forgot how much that was. I'm sure I'll have it in the price list in my notes here somewhere. $4,600 for kite surfing on the other side. I think that was for I'd imagine it's at least an hour. I'm not sure how long it was though. I didn't wind up doing it mainly because of my knees and the age and everything. But definitely, if I was 10, 20 years younger, I'd definitely be hopping in on that too. So I still may try it if I'm feeling pretty good, if I ever get back there. So there's actually a lot of islands that has windsurfing on it. So here's another one. I think this is back on the west side of the island, because obviously it's in the evening, sun going down with the boats. So he gets pretty high up in the air there. So they come in, they teach you how to, keep it up, turn, obviously. I mean, I doubt you'll get very, unless you're really athletic and, pretty good at surfing or wakeboarding or something. Obviously, all of that would help. But if you're not, a novice in any of those, it'd probably be pretty hard to get up. But that would be something, just going out there all around the island doing that. Now again, here's the regatta that goes out basically about sunset. I don't know if they actually race sometimes. It seems like sometimes they were racing each other going around. You see a lot of these boats here that they go down, basically down by Crystal Cove, and I don't know if they go around there, turn around and come back, or maybe they go completely around the island. I'm not sure. Here we are on the beach, low tide. Again, most of these pictures are in Station 1. Outside my hotel room. The hotel prices and everything will be on the price list at the end of this video. But it was a great hotel room. Come out, I mean, just 20 feet, and we were on the beach, or hit the beach anyways. So it was a pretty decent hotel room. Got 2 windsurfers here, just going on the sun on the ocean. There's one coming back. And there's the Philippines. Love the Philippines. Yes, indeed. Again, there's a lot to do, especially here in Boracay.
Okay, this is the cost sheet for Boracay, Philippines. Again, we went there 8 days, 7 nights from Iloilo to Roxas City, get to Boracay. Again, all that driving, we did use basically a full tank of gas and about 850 pesos for that. Again, we went up the middle and then came back down the coastline. So I'll explain that. Parking of the motorcycle, once we got to the mainland, we did not take the bike over. The transportation is real easy. I'll explain more of that in the video. But parking the bike on the mainland was, I think it was 150 a day, so total 1,200 pesos. The hotel for the 7 nights is 11, almost 12,000 pesos, or about $30.59 a night. It was a very nice hotel, nice gym right on the beach. I mean, literally, we walked out and we're right on the beach, so that was really nice. We did do some excursions a little bit. The biggest thing was the island hopping on one day, which was 1,000 pesos each. We did 5 stops. The North Beach, which was around the corner, it's just a nice beach you go to, and they call it something Papuca Beach or something like that, that you see on the video. Crystal Cove, and then we anchored near Magic Island and did some snorkeling also. And did some waterfalls in there. I think it was about 50 pesos indicated here. It's pretty cheap for the small waterfalls that they had there. I did do some diving. That's not on this video. I will be a second Boracay video showing the dive trip, but 3 dives was 5,400 pesos, or about $100. And basically you can get 1,800 per dive. And what's interesting is that when you're diving, you can they come in shore to the every time, so you go out, you do a dive, and for your surface interval you come back all the way to shore, and they go out like they have 5 registered dives a day, 4 or 5, so you can hit 1 and 3, 1 and 2, leave, or how many you want to do, up to I think 3 or 4 dives, as long as your surface interval is okay. And or if you don't like the ones that they're doing, you can go 1 and 5, right, as long as you're back in time for when they take off again. So I thought that was very unique. The rest here is basically food for the second day. We had some local chicken, rice, and drinks. I was getting more detailed on the food. 485 pesos, 1,800 for a large pizza, 2 shakes. I had some rum in my shakes, coconut rum I usually put in, a couple beers. So you can kind of get more detail I did on these individual days here. We did eat some high-end restaurants a couple times, 1620 and 1340. Basically, these are more American style restaurants, and obviously they cost more. And then a couple times middle of the road, 3 meals there, and then normal, 200 to 400 pesos a meal per person, and we had about 4 meals there. So that would be the food. Going out drinking a little bit, banana shakes with coconut rum. I usually get a lot. Got a sweet tooth on that, and they're usually like 180 for Boracay coconut rum. So beers are about 80 pesos a piece. So you can see what I bought down there. I bought a couple shirts. One was hand painted, a little bit more expensive. But as you can see, they weren't that expensive to our standards. And now what I did not do, what you're seeing here a lot, is the windsurfing. I didn't do it, but it does cost 4,600 pesos per when you go out and they teach you to go windsurf. I don't know how long it is, but it does cost 4,600 pesos to go out. I'm assuming that would be for at least a couple hours. So the total wound up being about 31,000, almost 32, with 31,100 pesos, or about $572 for, again, an 8-day, 7-night trip. All right. Here's. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye.
You know what to do. Go ahead and hit those buttons. And thank you for watching Kathon's Journey.